Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. I'm a food scientist and chemical engineer by training, and today I'm going to talk about the top 5 reasons you are not seeing progress. So let's get started. Okay, so let's say you've decided that you want to be healthier, and in your efforts to do that, you've decided you're going to eat better, you're going to work out more, you're going to do this, but you are not seeing progress and you feel like you're trying really, really hard. You are saying no to certain things you would normally eat, and you're like, how come I'm not seeing progress? Well, there are a lot of common reasons why you may not be seeing progress, and I'm going to go through several of them, and I want you guys to see by the end of the video which one of these potentially applies to you. So reason number 1 is you are misjudging portion sizes. If you are just kind of just gauging it, eyeballing it, and you've never accurately measured or weighed out portions before, you could be drastically overestimating how much of certain portions you should eat. And it's not enough to just try to eat better. You can't just try, you actually have to do it. So the solution to this is either weighing and portioning out your food, getting adapted into a macro tracker like MyFitnessPal, or using a meal plan, having your macro goals for the day and actually seeing how everything adds up. Now, if it's brand new to you doing all of that, it's going to seem like a pain at first. However, it is the only way you can be 100% sure that you are actually falling into the correct portions for you. If you don't know what the correct portions are for you, you need to even back up a few steps, dial it back, and you can either do a consult with me, you can get a custom meal plan, or you can do one of the do-it-yourself meal plans we have, like the Prep Sweat Slay Challenge or the 6-week shred. So this is definitely an area where you really want to focus, especially if you are not seeing progress. Reason number 2. Now this may seem counterintuitive, but you are working out too much. You could be working out too much to the point that you are actually causing yourself to become excessively hungry. Now, how much is too much? If, let's say, you are big into Fitbit challenges, obviously getting around 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day is great, but if you're one of those people that feels like you need to be winning every single Fitbit challenge and you are tracking over 30,000 steps a day, or let's say you are doing anywhere from 60 minutes plus of cardio daily, you definitely could be getting excessively hungry, especially if your training is strenuous. Now, if you're an endurance athlete, you are training for triathlons, marathons, Ironmans, you fall into a completely different category. But if you're just like a regular everyday person, you're trying to lose weight, you could be overdoing it, causing yourself to become excessively hungry and causing yourself to eat even more, and then completely wiping out your caloric deficit. So you do need to work out, you do need to burn calories, but you could be overdoing it. So if you are not sure, what you need to do is I suggest you check out one of my older videos where I talk about your total daily energy expenditure. I'm going to put the link below in the description box, or you can just have me dial in your BMR versus your total daily energy expenditure and make sure that you are not going above and beyond what your recommended daily caloric deficit should be for your goal. You may not be eating enough. Yes, you actually could be eating way too little. You could be on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, where if you are eating so little, and if you're following one of those diets in the back of like an Us Weekly magazine where these people are getting ready for like red carpet events and whatnot, those diets, you guys, with those soups and whatever, like they're probably anywhere between 900 calories and 1200 calories maximum. If you are eating that little, you are reducing your metabolism. If you're reducing your metabolism, you're reducing your body's ability to burn off body fat. And what's going to happen is when your body is trying to preserve like its body fat, because you are eating so little, your body's going to hold on to that as much as possible. So your body is trying to hold on to as much energy, and it's not going to part from it. So you definitely don't want to be eating too little, you guys. There comes to a point where I understand you guys want results, you want them very desperately, and you want them very aggressively, but going off the deep end is only going to, number 1, drop your metabolism, number 2, cause you to binge at some point and just completely lose any thing you thought you actually lost as a result of under eating. So you definitely don't want to do that. The way you want to be eating is you want to make sure that you're eating enough to sustain your current basal metabolic rate plus the energy you need to do your workouts minus a caloric deficit. If you're not sure how to do that, check out my video on how to calculate your macros for fat loss. Okay guys, so reason number 4, and I've never done a video on this, which I'm actually going to in more detail. Reason number 4 why you may not be experiencing progress is you may be insulin resistant. There are some people, let's say you have about like 20 to 25 pounds or so to lose, and you may not have had success. It could be because you are insulin resistant, or you even have some sort of metabolic syndrome. What this means is that your body is way more inclined to store your calories that you would eat as fat rather than burn them as fuel. Now, this means that you can gain weight eating foods that would otherwise be foods that a relatively healthy person wouldn't have any consequences with. So if you are insulin resistant, or if you have a metabolic syndrome, there are approaches to get out of it. I would encourage you guys to do a consultation, but if you know that you are just eating properly and nothing is moving, you may need to try alternative macro approaches. When I say alternative macro approaches, you may need to be on a ketogenic protocol. You may need to have your carbs dialed in. You may need to eliminate certain foods from your meal plan. You may need to try different feeding windows. You may need to try some carb cycling or different things of that nature. But metabolic syndromes are very serious, and they are definitely something that I have worked with. And if you feel like that could potentially be you, I would be more than happy to help you. I can't give one-size-fits-all advice when it comes to that, but it is a potential reason, and it's a serious reason. And I genuinely feel for people who've had those struggles, but it can be overcome with personalized nutritional assistance. So that's reason number 4. And last but not least, reason number 5, you are not seeing progress, is related to your heart rate. You could be going to the gym, you could be doing your cardio and going through the motions, but if you're one of those people that you go to the gym and like you're not sweating or feeling like you almost need to grunt or even drop a few F-bombs when you're lifting, you're probably not working out hard enough. I encourage you guys, when I send out my programs, I actually have target heart rates that you should be trying to reach during cardio and whatnot, as well as during weight training. And you should be hitting these target heart rate goals in terms of beats per minute. And if you have never like dialed that in, it's because, listen, I can't be with you in the gym, but if I know what your heart rate is, I can get an idea for how hard you are working based off of your age, your height, and your weight. So you definitely want to pay attention to make sure you're hitting your target heart rate for your body type and for your goals, because if you're not getting into that fat burning zone, if you are not getting into those specific zones that you need to be at for your goals, you are not using your exercise effectively, and you need to hustle it up and move a little bit faster. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email, Christine@musclegauge.com, or if you want to purchase a consultation and talk about it one-on-one, you can go to the website. I'll have the link below where you can purchase a consultation. Talk to you guys soon. Give the video a thumbs up. See ya.